what's up everybody? Welcome back to Tool Talk Tuesday! Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm gonna get better at it, I promise. I want to talk about one of my most asked questions. Now, one of my most asked questions is not, is this hair real or is it permed? It is. What is going on with your grips and why do you do it and what do you use for your grips? Now, you may ask yourself, what does squash and tennis have in common with chainsaw carving? That is Karakal grips. Karakal grips are awesome. So I used to use duct tape. I used to use, electrical tape. I finally started to play squash. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I am obsessed with squash. And my good friend Drew, he is sponsored by Karakal, and I use actually a couple of different grips. I had a head grip, I had a Black Knight grips, but they actually didn't hold up. And what was really cool is when Drew came into my life, he introduced me to these grips from Karakal. And now I'm not sponsored by them, but I would like to be because they make awesome rackets and they have good grips. So it's actually pretty cool because Drew has actually hooked me up this time with their hockey grips. So I'm gonna put one of these on and I'm gonna put one of the regular ones on my brand new CS 501P. I've already done it here. And what I do with these grips is, and why I do it, what I do with them is I take them off and they have a sticky side here and then I go against the grain so it's nice and tight so the oil doesn't penetrate through. And what you'll find is with the like an electrical tape or a duct tape, the oil from our saws and the gas from our saws gets into these and it actually starts to eat away the glue on the tapes. But what I found with these is they last, and they're like $6 each. And that's Canadian, $6 each, and they last a long time. I think you can get them on Amazon, and you can go to probably Karakal.com or something like that. But they are fantastic because it's kind of just got this little layer of glue here, but if you wrap it tight, like it works good. And now the reason why I do this is I get really bad tennis elbow, and sometimes you'll see in my videos I've got either not my elbow showing or I've got the bands, I've got tape, I've got all kinds of stuff. But over the years of carving, the vibrations, they start to get to you. And that's something that, you gotta think about as you get older. When I was younger, I wouldn't wear a mask, I wouldn't wear glasses, I wouldn't, take proper care of myself. And as I'm growing up, I am starting to actually go, okay, now it's time to start taking care of the body. And my good buddy Bill, who I play squash with, he is a Hall of Famer in the NHL for physical therapy. And he told me one day, we were talking and I'm just like, dude, my elbow, I can't even lift it. And it's my left elbow. I play tennis with my right elbow, so my right hand. So I knew it wasn't my tennis or my squash. It wasn't squash. It was actually the chainsaw, and it's holding it like this, and I can feel it right now just by holding it like this. That's why you'll see me a lot of the times kind of lean my saw on my hip. That's a nice way to revert the stress. But what he told me was that the grip. Now, I used to put foam, and I've seen carvers do it. A lot of carvers have done a lot of different things. And to each their own. I mean, there's carvers who are, have setups above their heads and do it on pulley systems. And I think that is absolutely awesome. I don't know how to do it, but all Bill told me was changing your grip by a millimeter, by half a millimeter, is enough to change the muscle repetitiveness. Like by changing that grip by half a millimeter, you're not doing the same motion as you were before. So you'll see on all my saws, I still do duct tape on some of them, but you'll see that I actually will go now 2 of these over top of each other and 3 of them, which makes it super bulky. But it changes the dynamic of the grip, and it helps with the vibration, and it makes it so you are not basically, I don't know, killing your forearms. And it does hurt. Like if you just carve every once in a while, that's all good. It kind of makes it look cool, which I think is great. And you know, some people don't like the way I do it in the handles, but because this is a safety mechanism, and I do think if you're just starting out carving, maybe don't do this one. But I get it in both elbows, and I don't have it on all my saws. Like if you look, like you can see, I got a 501P right here that doesn't, or the 2511 that doesn't have it at all. But the point of it is the Karakal grips have worked the best for me. And what I do is I basically just start it at this end, and I just go, I keep it, just take a little piece. It's just like wrapping my squash rackets. And just remember, you don't want to peel it all off at once, because you kind of need it to come out as it goes. And you don't want to get oil on it, especially if it's not a new saw. This is a brand new saw. And I'll go with the way I think my fingers are going. And actually, as I see it right now, I'm going the wrong way. So I like to have it going the opposite way, so the tread is running with my hand in the direction that it would go. So like I want it to go this way, because a lot of the times I'm moving my hands as I carve this way. So I'll go like this, and then I put it real tight. Like it doesn't have to be crazy tight, but you want it tight enough to the point where it's not gonna break through the seal. And depending on how you want your grip and how thick you want your grip, that's another thing to think about. So I'm gonna use probably 2, maybe 3 of these, because I'm gonna do the black one right in the middle. This is a really tight one because I want it to be a little bulkier, because this saw is a little bit bigger. Sorry guys, here we go. So this saw is a little bit bigger. It's a heavier saw. The 501P is like a great beginner saw, just so you guys know. If you're just getting started with chainsaw, this is a good versatile saw. It's got a lot of power, it's fast, it's amazing. Echo really hit it out the park with this one. So now you can see I'm pretty much through this grip, and I'm halfway through. So you could string it along to make it so you could have probably 2 of these on 1 bar, or if you really want to go for them tight, then you could do 3. What I like to do now is, now that I've got these, they have these little things here that come with them, but just for it works amazing on a tennis racket, on a squash racket, but for carving, it's a little bit better to go with electrical tape. And you can get all kinds of cool different colors to make your one, you know, more catered to you, because realistically this is our tool, and you know, you can do it any way you want, but you know, this adds a little more pizzazz to your stuff. And I like to stretch it. I like to stretch the tape out because I do not want any oil getting in. And I go up onto the grip and I bring it back down, and then I put this just like this. There we go. Boom. So there's that one. And then I'll do one here because I'm gonna start it fresh. And then I'm gonna put on the hockey grip tape, which Karakal was nice enough to send me. Well, they sent it to Drew and then they sent it to me. But like I said, guys, hey, I'm a pretty good squash player. I could use that new racket. I can't, you know, they're pretty pricey rackets. This is a good video. I'm gonna get a lot of carvers using these. So, the hockey tape is sweet. This is the Hockey Plus Super Plus tape. Now, this is a way different grip. A little bit thicker, and it's solid, man. So this is actually a pretty cool, like, supplement, which I think is also great. I mean, I'm a kind of a creature of habit, and I don't particularly like change, so I am kind of going, oh man, am I making the right move here? I'm going on all my saws. I have Karakal tennis grips. This is the first time I'm using the rubber grip for the hockey stick. Now, I don't want to say that this is not the right stuff. I actually think this is going to be a more functional. This is probably better material as for like carvers who like the grip of the rubber grips here. If you like that grip, you're gonna love this, because this is actually really, really good. Wow. But for me, I think I like the softness of this one. But let's see. Let's just do it. No, I don't think I'm gonna like that as much. Oh, that's a good grip. Okay, so I'm gonna switch it out. I'm just gonna go with my gut. Now, I don't wanna say that this is not the right stuff, because I actually think this is probably more catered to the carvers who love that rubber feel. Now, I like a softer type of grip. So I'm gonna continue on using, I don't know, what should we do? Orange, green, blue, I think yellow. I think we'll go orange because we have orange on the handle. So yeah, in reality, the rubber hockey grip is really good if you like a grippy, textured, kind of wider, not as puffy. So, you know, in these grips here, the tennis grips are meant for like a cushiony but grippy grab. And so for me, I'm just gonna go with what I like and what I know, because that's my choice. But that's not to say that this one won't be better for keeping oil out of the chainsaw. And there's actually something to be said there, because as soon as I had that on my chainsaw, I realized that it probably would be better, because it's tighter and it's a more rubber-based material. But just for my own grip, I think I'm gonna stick with the squash grips for this one, because you know what, that 1 millimeter difference makes your elbow and your body react differently, and it can go a long way into helping you carve longer and be healthy longer, because this is a hard gig. And as you carve longer and more every day, the vibration of the chainsaw, it begins to wear on you. I've got friends who literally have come up with insane ways to carve. But the technical end of it is, this helps. This grip right here is now, I don't know, 1 millimeter thicker on every end. And if you wanted to, you could put another one, and then you've got an even thicker grip here. It's gonna cut down on the vibration. It's gonna help you in controlling your saw. I find it to be much grippier, much better. And, ooh, it's cold. Sorry about that. Hopefully there wasn't a booger hanging out my nose the whole time. But I think this is a much stronger, better finish for me. That's just the way I like it. I think that especially if you have like a plastic handlebar, like on the 2511 WES, which is my favorite little detail saw, that saw has a plastic handlebar. Now, by adding these grips to it, it is so much better. And Karakal is the best one that I've found. I really genuinely believe that. I buy them like crazy now. You know, I buy them at the club. And Drew got me a couple of these ones, which I am gonna use on my bigger saws, because I think the bigger saws are gonna be better for it. But if you like that rubber grip, like that rubbery kind of, like the rubbery grip of your handlebar, then you're gonna love this. And you can pick these up at Amazon or go to their website. You can find a distributor wherever you are. But if you like a softer grip like I do, a little more thickness to it, a little more cushion, then this is your one. And that's what I like. So that's why I decided to do it. I mean, I'm not getting paid by Karakal to make these, so that's why I took the other one off. And you know, and it is what it is. It's the truth, and that's what I'm here to talk about when I do Tool Talk Tuesdays, because that's what I want everybody to know, is why I do things, why I love carving, why I'm all about giving information to you. I'm sorry I haven't been able to do it as much the last couple months. In the winter time, I kind of just burn out and I need to take a little time for myself, but I'm back and this year is going to be crazy. I can't wait to tell you guys about some stuff that's going on. There will be a little lull in videos here in April, May, but I promise you it's going to make the page bigger. It's going to change the world for carving and things are going to be great. So let's yeah, so definitely leave a comment if you have an idea about something for your grips, or you want to talk about grips. Leave some comments. I'll try to get to them as you can. If this is helping you, like this video. I will leave in the description the Karakal website. God, I actually just don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Karakal, K-A-R-A-K-A-L, Karakal. So if I'm butchering the name, I apologize to the company, because I'm sure they'll end up watching this. But regardless, it's Tool Talk Tuesday. My name's Ryan Cook. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back next week with a video on unboxing the 501P and converting the sprocket to a carver saw for the beginning of a great all-around saw. Just got this saw in the mail, so I wanted to do kind of just get it set up, and then I wanted to do an unboxing video too, so we'll do that for next Tuesday. All right guys, my name's Ryan Cook. Thanks so much. See you later. And thanks to Karakal for sending me these hockey grips. So that's the PU Super Hockey Grip. It's a replacement grip, but for me, I like these. These are squash. Later.